No.
Giants.
Do you really want psychic madness giants crawling up through the bottom of the town?
That's how you get psychic madness.
Can I investigate her?
You can.
Is this gonna get fixed?
So is
What? You're further the sign. What are you talking about?
Is this investigation?
You don't always look
is
like
this
that?
medicine?
You're like, my arm won't stop punching me.
You know what? This is probably
Knowledge Arcana.
this is probably going to be knowledge arcana.
Oh darn! You're forcing me to use my better stat or my better skill.
And you roll a 1.
So that's a natural 20. So that's a 33.
She's cursed.
Oh my.
Oh, snap. Is what I would say if we weren't 14th level.
God damn it. Those are the words I would be saying if we weren't 14th level.
If there wasn't some sort of bomb or salve.
If there wasn't, like, a pretty lower level spell that our cleric could probably cast to just get rid of it.
Clear this up.
Somebody give him with his anti-curse chiclets.
Our cleric's too busy putting a fart monster together. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, the fluff is like floating around like.
He's shitting all over the walls.
Yeah, that belongs in there.
Can you send him back?
He's here.
Why would you bring that
He's
here?
for the next
It's really upsetting.
And why wouldn't you bring that when I asked you to bring that the other day?
I can't control these guys.
Just pretend you can't see it. You know.
I know, you're like, what thing?
What are you talking about?
Next
I don't smell
time,
anything.
next time Torg is asleep, we gotta summon.
Oh my
that
god, you
creature.
fuck with me and I'm like, I'm cursed! My one eye's bigger than the other and I'm seeing a fart monster no one else can see!
Oh, we all see it.
Oh, fuck you.
Does the flump speak? Does it have a language?
Understands undercommon but can't speak.
It
has
speaks
telepathy.
in farts.
It speaks in farts. It speaks in, what's the beep beep
I haven't
beep
picked up
beep
undercommon
beep?
yet.
Morse code.
It speaks
You're
in
giving me
Morse
undercommon
code.
and giant? I can't deal with these things.
Okay.
Give me more languages.
So we have the one running giant that we're gonna track back, but the tortoise.
Toss the tortoise into the hole.
Well, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is like telekinesis the tortoise, like throw it up at the wall.
You gotta lick
up
it first.
above
So it sticks.
above the
Intersection.
chasm hole. So it's gonna take the slam damage here, and if damage carries, it'll take that, and then it'll take the falling damage down the chasm.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, if damage carries, just toss it into the fissure.
Well, no, it's gonna.
He's saying he's gonna throw it against the
throw it
ceiling,
up.
then drop it down.
Yeah, and then it's gonna maximize
that's rude.
the falling damage.
That's
I like
rude.
it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Then turn back into a fish.
No,
So
first-
my tortoise gonna check-
First, he's gonna turn it into a fish.
It's a
So he
strength.
suffocates
Then
while he's...
21.
Then he's gonna let it suffocate while it's falling.
You can't lift it. It grabs onto the door jamb with its
Wait, there's
mouth.
no critting saving.
What
throws?
door?
Wait, there's no critting saving throws, right? Like,
it latches on.
like
to
it's a
one of the
DC
giant
21,
bodies.
so unless it
It's
gets
gonna
plus
bite
one-
him.
I mean, it's impressive and all, but I don't think it can actually win.
Oh, natural 20 on a saving throw passes.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
I don't
that's-
think.
Only ability checks that doesn't apply to.
That used to be the case.
Yeah,
That was
save-
definitely
What's
the
your-
case in
attack
3
rolls and
5.
natural
What was
20
your
rolls.
DC for the saving throw?
21.
21, and got
Oh, and he doesn't have a +1.
He passed.
Does
Totally passed.
he has a plus?
Even if he doesn't, you pass on a nat 20. It's only ability checks that you can't auto pass or fail.
And skill checks. So skill checks are ability checks, right?
Skill checks are ability checks.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why? Let's just change terminology for no reason.
So
No, they are skills.
But
It
on
says
round
skills.
2, you're probably going to rip him off.
Yeah, they're called
Yeah,
skills,
yeah,
but they're
let's just call
termed
this
ability
a,
checks. It's stupid.
That's stupid.
eventually.
I'm just gonna be a
this is
jerk.
gonna-
That's dumb.
Him stubbornly looking at me.
Guys, this is the greatest tortoise of all
It'd
time.
be so great if I rolled another 20. I'd be like,
Can we just keep it as a pet? Just make sure it never
It's
gets
gonna turn
damaged.
back into this thing.
Can it be
When?
Can you do an enhanced
It's not
version of the spell
forever.
so it doesn't change
Oh.
back to its normal lifespan expires?
I think there's a higher
About
level
like-
spell that does that.
About 90 years.
Could you turn something into a tiny creature and then throw it into like an extra dimensional space?
Todd, throw it into an
Like into like a bag.
All right. So is it a D6 per 10 feet?
Yes, it is.
All right. So it's gonna take, since it's 40 foot up, right? So it's gonna take 46 up, which is only gonna be 7. 7.
What?
points. 46 up,
Wizard
then-
Pete is going to want to have a word with you.
and then
You rolled a 7 on 46?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, so falling, how deep is the fissure from there? So it's another
10d6.
Wait, so it doesn't even turn back into a tortoise when it hits the ceiling?
I I need to level up my animal.
That
abuse.
shell is hard, man. That shell is
Yeah,
hard.
level up your animal abuse. And then we're gonna have the Assassin's Guild and PETA after us.
The question is, who do
So-
you fear more?
So Grundle, I will be able to make this go away tomorrow.
Thank God, I'm crying.
Alright.
I'm real scared.
For a small nominal fee.
So that's only 32
Paid in
points.
diamonds.
How
Well,
much
we have-
damage?
we have-
Another 32.
Oh, that thing isn't even scratched.
Yeah, yeah.
32 on 10d6?
We should-
Oh, that's more than half.
Yeah.
You should have said, I can
No.
fix you, but it's easier just to make him look the same.
36 would be 60.
Yeah, so half of that is 30. He got 32.
okay.
Right? Unless
I
that's
I was thinking.
unless that's with the 7, in which case it's less than half.
It's 39 total.
Yeah.
Zero. Thud.
39 on
Is that the
16
sound a turtle
d6.
makes? I don't think we hear anything until he hits the ground.
No, it turned back after you hit it. I don't think the tortoise is going to have that many hit points.
I don't know.
All right. So does these formarians have
His armor and
anything on them?
everything.
Do they have anything on them? Loincloths and stone clubs.
How long does your telekinesis last?
I'm going to bring him back up.
I have it for 10 minutes.
So we're gonna dance around like puppets?
No, I want to
Fuck.
the giants into the castle.
We just do a bunch
Alright,
of
so-
fucking gross, grim shit with the corpses.
No, I've done that phase a long time ago.
So let's throw the corpses on top of the guy that just fell. Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Do it.
He doesn't move fast enough.
Hop, hop, do
It
it.
should have been like 300. We just pushed him and all the corpses at once over the edge.
That would have been the way to
Stupid.
do it.
Are you trying to find stats for a tortoise?
I figure something that's equivalent.
Two creatures I always found really hard to find in all monster books. One is any kind of turtles besides dragon turtles, and the other one is crab.
Here, a giant fire beetle. That's probably about the same.
As a tortoise?
Yeah.
As a normal ass tortoise?
They're both small.
Did you look under normal ass tortoise?
Small?
Did you look at their normal
Small.
ass
They're not big.
Okay.
They're not medium.
The giant really doesn't belie their.
Yeah, I mean it's giant for its relative size.
Yeah, armor class 13, hit points 4.
All right.
4 hit points?
I'm going off of old peasants have 4 hit points, and that's why a cat is a legitimate threat to a peasant.
Well,
Cats
in
are
old
vicious.
editions, cats are a credible threat to kobolds.
Yeah, I mean they Scratch does a D3 or something, right? And they can take 2 attacks. They have pounce, so.
So-
A cat can straight up rip a person in down.
What is the party doing?
Well,
I only have like a d6 hit points, so a cat could
Oh, you
for
just
sure
got healed,
taking it.
Mike.
Well, so
No,
throwing-
literally me
I'm
as a human being.
telekinetically throwing bodies
Nicole.
over, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the thing. to
Two
do.
attacks from a cat.
Kind
I'm
of
down.
aiming for the guy that already.
so I'm investigating the area.
Okay, so this is a natural cavern. There seems to be.
Okay, most important is the glowing purple coming off the walls. And the psychic attacks that were hitting us, were they coming from those creatures or from the chasm?
The creatures.
Okay.
Do you know what they were?
Formarians.
You know what that is?
Mutated giant.
Really ugly giants.
They live in the
and
Underdark.
cursed.
And they're normal? This is not like some weird chaos thing?
This looks like an infestation.
Dalton,
It definitely fits our world as, chaotic and scary and stuff.
your character from our other campaign had the big mutant arm.
I remember, and Dalton had the eyeball.
Dalton had the eyeball because he had the theme that he had the same ritual that makes formarians done to him. So he had a big crazy eyeball.
So can I investigate the purple glowy stuff?
You do.
I
You
miss these
find
guys.
you find veins of crystal that seem to be emanating the light.
Are they crystal, like marking the crystal top crystal, or something different?
It looks similar to that, but it's not. It's definitely not the same. It almost looks like amethyst, but it just glows purple.
What?
Does it look natural? Does it look magically grown? Can I?
How would you know the difference?
I'm
Text
smart.
magic.
You're not that smart. It looks like veins of crystal running through it.
Can you
It
detect
doesn't look
magic?
like someone inset it.
Is there magic going on
Casting detect magic.
as a ritual?
Okay, so it does glow. It does glow faintly of magic.
Focus up. What kind of magic?
Can I identify?
Yes, you can. It appears to be some kind of naturally occurring magical crystal that glows in the dark.
I think it's Wiccan.
You think it's what?
Wiccan.
So can these be extracted? Is this is this any kind of foundation point? Like, will they continue to glow if they're pulled out? Is it like just always a light source?
You can experiment with that and see.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay, so you start chiseling and
The glow comes through the crystals.
I have not used this before at all 14 levels. I will channel divinity to be proficient in stone tools.
Okay, yeah, it's stone mason tools.
Yep.
The light comes from the plane of necrotic energy.
Your proficiency lets you go,
And
man,
maybe.
this would work much better if I had
And
stools. But no, you would be able to go out into the town and grab tools, pickaxes and hammers and shovels and that kind of
I
thing.
will extract some stuff.
I think we're going to.
Follow the formarians.
So
first.
these are natural tunnels. We don't.
We're gonna rest here at the top of the chasm. Like we for sure have to take at least a short rest, so there's no way we're gonna keep up with them. But we can track them back.
I have to take a long rest. So
Probably gonna
that
take a
Ted
long
can save
rest.
me.
So this is a natural tunnel. We're not like any kind of dimensions stuff going on, right?
This is really under our world.
Okay.
Not good.
I mean, it's pretty deep under.
Only 100 foot.
Really?
What I would do
Well, the cavern, not the cavern.
is get one of those mushroom dudes. They're from the
fissure
underground.
goes down.
Get one of the mushroom people. See if it looks familiar to them.
Did you name them all?
No,
Oh, yes.
I barely named my kids. You think I named all of a random allotment of NPCs?
But you don't think they have their own names?
They have their own names. They're unspeakable by human mouths.
Okay.
Because really, they're just spore smells.
Wow, that's really.
Rude.
It's true.
Don't assume their smells, man.
They're
They're mushrooms.
they don't have mouths. They can't speak. They talk to you telepathically.
So, after discussing with him, he actually knows what they are. He calls them formarians. He says they're cursed giants, and actually they're a huge problem where he comes from. And that that's one of the main reasons why they have the defenses built up that they do.
Do they have any suggestions on how we could defend against this? Or if we need to go, clear them out? Or... I was actually asking him more about the crystal and the glowing purple than the formarians. But I'm happy to know he knows about the formarians also.
Yeah, well, he does, because that is a problem outside of the city of Outcast where you guys had visited.
Uh-huh.
And when you ask about fortifications, he says, I don't know, the Duergar, they built walls, and they have, basically most of the city is out kind of in the sea, so the sea is a natural barrier.
Okay.
Can we just
So
put
what he's
signs
saying
from
is
their
flood.
dungeon to pointing down?
That's
the
what he heard.
We just
It
put a
might
bunch of
be,
signs
might be.
telling them to go to that town instead of ours.
So what I'm
Let's just
hearing,
make this an
what I
addition
think
to your
Richard
dungeon.
heard was flooded.
Flood it!
Because he said water was a natural barrier.
Little known fact, formarians can't swim.
Just leave the hose on down there. Push them out like gophers.
I mean, is there a lake near the town we can just drain into here?
Leave the hose on, but don't polymorph them into fish.
Yeah, we fixed the formian problems. Now we have a real big problem with
Sinkholes.
giant, rotting, deformed corpses underneath the town all the time.
That and sinkholes.
There's a whole city full of fucking awful, deformed, giant corpses.
Apparently, everything was limestone.
New problem!
You know, it's like that town in Pennsylvania that's always on fire because the mines are on fire
Centralia.
underneath.
Yep.
This is sort of like that, except it's not on fire. It's full of rotting corpses.
You stupid asshole.
I was
Another rotting
driven
corpse
by
sinkhole.
Centralia.
I heard it's really boring. As interesting as it is, I heard it's just
Yeah,
a boring town.
It's what Silent Hill's based on,
It's
right?
a ghost town, yeah.
That
Yeah.
town?
There's only 4 people there.
Yeah.
When we left Seattle, it was raining ash because of the forest fires are so close. We were like,
Yeah, I was like, what is
freaked
this
out.
falling in the air? And it touched me. I was like,
Oh, end of days.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was really
So-
creepy.
You guys are taking a long rest.
I would love to.
We were going to attempt.
When
to.
you ask about the stones, the veins, he's like, it's just something that happens.
So if we get this fixed, if we get this chasm fixed, this might be a good rave room.
What is a rave room?
You know, get your dance on.
Oh, and he starts like
Yeah, man.
shaking back and forth.
Does dust come
And
off
dust
of when
in
he
I
does?
try to get back.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So is there lots of this purple stuff?
Yeah, because it's like the cavern. There's
You're
beans
gonna
of it.
extricate some.
I'm gonna extract some.
Are you gonna feel a certain way about him extracting your? It's under your place, man. Property rights.
You're not like mining out the whole thing. You're just getting a sample, right?
Yeah.
Ah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So give me a charisma saving throw.
Me?
At disadvantage.
If you fail 3 of these in a row, you become a formian,
Yeah.
and we have to fight you.
So
I go to sleep really fast.
if you plan out where the path was going from,
10.
Wait. I'll give you a bend luck. So add a D10 to that.
Oh shit! I thought I was just gonna get a reroll. That's way better.
18.
You start like bubbling and the misshapingness starts to like melt away. And you
Shit.
resume your normal form.
This is like a.
It's still horrifying.
This is like the reverse of when the
It's
gremlins
still
fall in the fountain.
Yeah.
Ryan said it's still horrifying.
Oh
Ugh.
my God, you're still terrible.
is that what you looked like before? I'm sorry.
Guys, this is the second time that I had advantage or disadvantage and just rolled the same number on both dice.
So you have a remove curse prepared, but you didn't have to use it.
Okay.
So wait,
Should
it's
we-
gone?
I wanted to kind of plot out the course of this tunnel.
Okay.
Is it going under the town, off the side of the town?
No, it's just like a giant, like 80-foot, irregular shaped circle that's under. But then then there's the fissure that actually goes deeper. So I mean, you guys, I had him roll 10d6. So you guys don't actually know how far it is.
Right.
You'd have to do something to measure it out. 50-foot of rope, you kind of drop that down.
Is it a
and-
pitch
Drop a
black hole
goblin
or
down there.
is it a pitch black hole or you'll polymorph and jump down the
It
hole
is
like I was talking about.
It is a pitch black.
So
hole.
the glowing lights don't seem to be down there.
No, like they radiate like 5 feet in. It doesn't even go that far.
So we can
Like,
see or I don't know. Dark vision has a range anymore.
60 feet.
Yeah.
It does have a
range.
60 feet. Okay, so we can see 60 feet down, and we still don't see the end. of it.
60 feet in black and white.
Yeah,
Unless you're a drow.
the way to get around. What? Oh, drow get 120.
Yeah.
What's that noise? Are your kids slowly?
The cats.
Cats.
Oh
Probably
yeah.
your cat's
How-
being terrorized.
How's the kitten?
Oh, he's a bully.
Awful.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, he wants to be in charge, and the other two don't want to fight back. They just want to get hurt. So,
I
so
want.
yeah, somehow the
wanna see
5-pound orange fluff ball of doom is beating up the 18-pound cat.
So
sorry.
the
He's
curse
really
went
cute,
away. We've taken a short rest.
Long rest.
We've got long rest. Okay. Do we want to track these things back?
And
We
I,
should
and I
track
have
these
and I
things
have some glowy crystal purple.
So I get
stuff.
all my hit points back, and I'm not half speed and disadvantage on everything.
Correct.
Okay, sweet.
Before we go, while they're doing a long rest, I will at least go back and inform the guard if we have possibly a problem. Maybe everyone else should check their basements, wine cellars.
He's like, every time you come here, all you do is bring me more problems.
That's my job.
So did we ever figure out how much was in this loot?
What loot?
The loot from the mummy.
I don't remember us getting anything from the mummy.
Okay, I've got it all. We've got a chest full of gems, a chest full of platinum, and a chest of staves and scepters.
Wow, that's important.
Yeah.
A chest full of staves and scepters could be a lot.
And a long chest.
That's also a really long chest, yeah.
Put a goblin in that.
I would have said more of like a umbrella holder of staves and
Well,
scepters.
that's how he described it, and because I'm like, there's no way we fought, that mummy and not had something. And I was looking for, where I would have written it down and found it. And that's what we did.
That's part of the hold that we
Well,
actually made
Dave.
it out of the thing with.
So
Right?
what do you got written down?
The rest of it's still in there.
It is chest full of gems, chest full of platinum, chest full of staves and scepters.
I say we dump it all in the hole and bribe them.
This is and the note that says this is all our money. We definitely don't have more of
This
this.
is it. Don't come back.
Are you kidding me?
I like the idea that these monsters would give a fuck about money.
Look at that. They're really nice. We can't go up there again.
Are you kidding me? I need 50,000 gold. So I need to.
What are you gonna do with 50,000?
Coke and horse.
He's gonna get
Golden
the goblin.
toilet.
He's gonna get the goblin removed from himself.
there's
I told you like several.
He's gonna
sessions
complete
ago.
the operation.
there's 5,000 platinum pieces.
5,000 platinum pieces. So we each get 1,000 platinum pieces.
Well, if you could do math, you would. You get 5.
Maybe you guys might. It depends on whether you guys talk.
That's 10,000 gold.
Falcor about it or not.
5,000 PPs.
It could be 12. It could be 1250.
He gets one small head.
What do you guys
full.
think? He left us in the dark.
We got these collection of ornate chests that are empty.
I'm okay with keeping him out of it.
I already wrote it down, so it's
He doesn't have an eraser on that pencil.
Anthony, Todd.
What?
Sharing it with Ryan. He wasn't
of
there.
course.
He wasn't there.
Are you? I think that sounds like a pretty strong argument for no. From
Did
from
you
Gargoyle.
magic check all the stuff?
And there's another 10,000 worth of gems.
10,000 PP.
No gold pieces.
Oh,
Oh wait, you said 1,000.
1,000 plat.
I wrote
no.
5,000. That's nuts. That would be cheating.
This is how I get more money.
So we each get 2,000 gold pieces.
Well, no. Oh yeah.
And then how many staff pieces do we get?
Well, there's a little harder to divvy out, so we just put them all in a wood chipper and gave out dust.
So
They put them in your quivers.
platinum?
Quivers full of
Mulch.
scepters.
full of spectre mulch.
put it in with the
platinum,
spyglasses.
it's 10,000 gold.
I just wrote down 1,000 platinum.
Okay.
Those 100 platinum to a gold.
10.
10.
1,000, 10,000. Oh right. Sorry. I think you said 100,000.
I just wrote a million.
That would solve all my problems.
A million thingies.
How much money do you need? 50,000 platinum?
We were playing a betting
50,000
game.
gold.
50,000 gold.
We were playing a betting game, and I kept betting in astral diamonds. I was like, I bet 1,000,000 astral diamonds.
And for the staves and rods, you can get 5 grand. They're just ornate.
Okay. Nothing magic-y.
Nothing magic.
It makes a bunch of ornate rods.
And staves.
I mean,
Religious
stabs I
people.
kind of understand, but rods is
Listen,
just
have
weird.
you ever been to a Catholic church?
I don't know. I don't want to go where the story's going. I don't want to go to that place.
I don't want to know about the ornate rods that you know about from
No.
Catholic churches.
No.
All right. So, all told, everybody walks away with 12,000 gold.
So what you're saying is all items are magic. That's what I'm
From the
getting at.
stabs?
Yeah.
No, from
Yeah, when you go to the Catholic church, all
We
their,
didn't get
all
any
their
magic.
religious regalia is all
All
actual
No,
magic.
he's got
That
1,000.
scarf.
Oh, we
magic.
each got 1,000?
So
Gold?
it's 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold in gems.
No,
1,000
2,000 gold in gems. It was 10,000 gold total in gems. Divided by 5 people is 2,000 gold in gems.
That's what he said it was 5.
No, it was 5,000 platinum.
Okay. So then 2,000 gold.
Another 1,000 gold.
I think we can afford an accountant with all this money.
You're going to need one. You're going to have a Nodlik,
And
but
then
instead of
1,000
carrying
platinum.
stuff, he just counts for you
We
guys.
need a gnomish accountant. That's what we need.
So I heard 3,000 gold and 1,000.
Accountant of wondrous power.
Yes.
I summon
Or a total
2
of
weeks at the
13,000.
It's a
month
very
of April.
unseen servant.
Okay.
Magical abacus.
Okay. That's a lot of dough.
Still got a lot of money.
Alright, let's go giant hunting.
Who's going giant hunting?
I
Who's
still
going
think we
giant
should just dump a
hunting?
bunch of stuff down the hole. It just sounds like the easiest
Just
way
not
to
our
do it.
money, Todd.
It doesn't have
Jesus.
to be money.
Well, we should at least follow them to find out if they were just like 5 jerks sitting in a cave, or
There's
if there's
6
like
of them.
a Formian city somewhere down here.
There
Well,
was
while
6
you're
of
resting,
them.
I had notified the guard
what-
in case
what
they're
can we
popping up
find
anywhere
out?
else.
6,
about-
yes.
Formians, do they develop
4
communities?
originally.
Do they
The one died so fast anyway.
tend
That
to
was dust.
You killed him so bad he was erased from history.
work in small groups? What can I find out?
So,
Feeling like he was a kobold.
are you delaying further, or what are you doing?
Well, I only need to rest for 4 hours, so if they're gonna sleep the whole night, I
Yeah,
got
well,
4.
you said you're also getting, you had to get tools and come back and do some mining.
Well, I would request that we delay until we have all the proper amounts of information.
All right, so you go back to the library. You spend, a half a day there researching. Give me a knowledge nature check.
I think
Oh,
Anthony and I
yeah.
should take turns watching the fissure and watching the kids.
I see
21.
2 problems, 1
you
solution.
can basically look at
Watch the
them
kids in the fissure. No.
What's it?
Have the kids watch the fissure.
up.
And then you go take a nap.
They got to learn these goblin skills somehow.
Yep.
And that's gobbling parenting in a nutshell.
That's why I have so many, because only like 1 out of
That's
8
why
are
we're-
seriously to survive to adulthood.
That's why we're so hardy.
That's why we're so hardy.
The ones that survive.
Clever. Yeah, the clever.
The
Strong.
quick, the fast.
That's right. It's a accelerated evolution for goblins all the way.
So you guys wait 2 days and heading into the Underdark. You guys going to kit yourselves out? Is there anything special you want to bring? Who's watching the kids?
Douglas.
Douglas and my wife.
She
What's
went
her
back
name?
to the family to
Oh,
arrange
yeah,
the
that's
wedding.
right.
Yeah. I
Um,
just let the village watch them, honestly.
Can Douglas handle watching all 3 of them while we go defeat
Just let them
this?
loose in the city. Like it's
You can,
fine.
hire,
They'll be
you
fine.
can hire sitters.
Can Douglas handle this?
He says he can, but he looks a little nervous.
All right. Well, listen.
Remember, Douglas is old as dirt.
Listen,
So if
Douglas. There's
Douglas
a bunch of
needs-
monsters under the city that we got to take care of.
All right, so
Do you want us to also hire a babysitter?
Here's the 2 people you can ask for help, Douglas.
The
Go
tinkerer?
ask this one. I name one of the mushrooms down the mushroom thing. They'll help out.
Yeah.
And the other one is you want to go ask this elf Analasalar. He will definitely come help out.
What about the
In
what?
fact,
about-
ask him
Diapers.
often and first.
What about can we have the tinkerer make little seats for them to bounce in, like those bouncy seats, you know, that kids love?
Yeah, but not connected to anything else. That just helps them jump.
And they'll be fully armed.
They will be fully armed.
They'll essentially be mechs.
This battle station will be fully armed and operational.
Fully operational.
I think this should be a turning point in our adventures where we hire other people. We have enough money to go investigate for it to
Outsource.
report
Yeah,
back.
delegation.
all right, so the formers.
Why do we gotta do everything this damn time?
I think we can afford the A team actually.
I haven't learned anything from classic adventuring is we want to spend our money on a entire flock of sheep to go down this dungeon before we do.
So the formarians dwell in eerily beautiful caverns in the Underdark, rarely venturing to the surface. Their lairs feature abundant access to water, fish, and mushroom forests, as well as to the creatures whose slave labor keeps the formarians fed. When those slaves can no longer toil, they are slain and devoured. Wickedness and depravity are cornerstones of the Formarian society, in which their strongest and cruelest giants rule. Formarians mark their territories with the corpses of their enemies, painting their cavern walls with blood, or stitching together limbs and body parts to make mockeries of the creatures that they have killed.
Fake news.
So capitalism.
Jesus Christ, Anthony.
So the banking industry, basically.
The baking industry?
So
The banking
there's nothing
industry.
there's
You
nothing
roll
that,
your eyes
That's
harder.
non-Fomorian propaganda is what that
Did
is.
you just give yourself a headache for rolling your eyes so hard at me? I only saw whites of your eyes.
All right, so they're
There.
slavers. That's the biggest takeaway here.
they are-
Killed them all.
They are slavers, and they typically have their territory marked, so we should be able to know what's there.
Dave's like, this is really good information. Hold on, I'm going to take some notes.
So you
All right,
surmise
well-
this might be like a scouting party.
Yes.
And also,
Would their response to the scouting party not coming back be don't go that way or definitely go that way?
Well, I mean, if one person makes it back out of 6, not a good idea to go that way.
Okay.
Now, they're giants, they're cruel. They don't go to the surface very often, so they might have just been investigating this purple light.
or the noise.
Also,
What's
if they're
partying?
slavers, we might want to go free the slaves.
There is that.
Yeah.
Too many parades.
Well, I don't think it hurts to go check it out.
They're just making a noise complaint.
So they might be a scouting party, but we probably need to scout that out. We can't just, go in guns
Oh,
blazing.
shit.
Counter
no.
scout.
No, we can't go back to counter. If we're a scouting party, what happened to their scouting party?
But we
Unless,
destroyed
That's
their
why I
scouting
say we
Yeah,
hire
their-
a party to
but
go
their scouting
down
party
there.
could be better than us.
Steve,
Or
can I have one,
their
please?
Counter scouting party could be better than us.
Oh, I thought he was going to chuck it. I was like,
Just wing it.
No, I'm ready.
What?
Let's
What's
do
up?
this.
I'm worried I might be sick, so I don't want to drink yours.
Okay, thank you.
Sick of you.
So say it's a good time
You
to
want
hire one.
No, I got one right there. Thank you.
We just got back from Gen Con and then PAX, so I'm like, I'm probably going to, I'm due for a sick.
Definitely bubonic plague.
Definitely the Pax Pax.
Oh, you guys go to so many cons, you might just be immune to this point.
I don't know. Last year I got sick like 3 or 4 times,
Yeah,
which was
Origin-
weird.
Origins,
I definitely
but you
got
came right
sick
back
after
from.
Gen Con.
I
A
left
couple years
E3
ago,
and
I
went to
got real
Origins.
sick, but
That's
I
right.
never got sick again.
I left E3 and flew to Origins, and I was like literally dead.
Yeah, you
I
were
was
dying
so
in the
sorry.
back.
What are you guys doing about climbing down this big hole?
I'm just gonna climb down the hole.
I'm gonna either turn into a spider, gecko, or bat, and
Oh, yeah.
just go down.
Oh yeah, I'll get Rip Nugget, and I'll.
And anybody else who's equally bad at
I'll go for
climbing
help.
physical things, I
So-
can also turn you into a spider, bat, or
I'll ride Rip Nugget down.
gecko.
So you're using polymorph,
I could twin the polymorph.
but you still have the intellect of that creature.
So you have your personality, but you have
But with the one
the
intelligence.
mental and stats of.
Why don't you do a primate? At least you're closer.
Yeah, pick a squirrel or something.
So you're gonna turn into like a gecko, and you're gonna look for other geckos to carry.
Why would
you
it
down.
change your intellect?
What's that? It changes your mentals.
Oh, that's so dumb.
How are you getting down?
I'm gonna climb down
God, you're so derisive.
with my hands and my feet.
What climb down?
What the heck? I'm gonna build a rocket ship and fire it down the
I don't
hole.
Do physical skills.
Wait now. Can you ride Tensor's floating disc vertically
No,
down?
Sadly,
You know
that
what?
does not
I'll
work.
turn us into gorillas.
There you
So
go.
this way we'll be at least
Smarter.
smarter. And we'll have a climb speed.
Turn yourself into a fish and suffocate. What the fuck is wrong with me? Turn yourself into something light and I'll carry you down.
I'll just jump and take the damage.
Yeah.
All right,
Really
roll,
don't
roll a
put me back
d20.
That's when you know when your game has completely gone like into the
That's
realms
right.
of like
Just
numbers.
I can take
Let me
it.
see something.
Big deal.
Just gravity.
Oh.
Carry the one. I'll just jump and take the damage.
There was some edition where the amount of falling damage maxed out at like 10 or 20 d6, and you could easily have more hit points than that would. And you just be like, I fall from any distance, doesn't matter, I'm getting up. Doesn't matter if I fall from space, I'm getting up. I'm gonna be hurt, certainly, but I'm getting up. And I could probably still fight this fight afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
I think 3.5, there was a max falling distance because you were considered to like
20. Yeah,
hit
that's
terminal
what- yeah.
velocity, so you
20
take 20 d6, and you could easily get up to like 200 hit points in that. Just feel like, fucking, I'll take the
Yeah,
fall.
maximum of 120 damage.
Yeah, I take the fall.
Take the fall, act hurt.
Yeah, as long as I wasn't being beat up in the fight earlier, I just take the fall and heal, because heal's full heal.
Yes, heal was maximum. So you could literally
Alright,
fall with
what was
enough
that roll
force.
for?
You cast a spell.
Okay.
Every time I cast a spell.
Mine's climbing down.
Rolling 20d6.
I'm gonna use
Look at that.
my
Are
climbing
you just
skills.
falling down? What are you doing?
I just want to see how much damage 20d6 is. Be right back in 20 minutes after I do
Fun
this
with
math.
numbers.
What is your athletics?
6. And I have the athlete feet,
Oh, okay.
so I climb at full speed.
But that doesn't actually give you a climb speed. It just
No, I don't have a climb speed. I mean, I use a rope and I have a climber's kit and stuff. I just
Okay.
climb.
That's fine. You don't have to check it.
It's not- I mean, I'm rolling. It's not that big a deal.
What's that?
My athletics is
Like I
good.
said, I can take the
Yeah,
fall.
you're fine.
74, that's pretty high.
You'd live through it.
Yeah, but look at all these 6s I rolled, look.
You could legit just be like, I'm gonna jump down the hole. Heal me on the other end.
I rolled 5 6s.
All right, and you guys are coming down as gorillas.
Yep.
I'm climbing Rip Nugget. I'm riding Rip Nugget, I mean. I'm climbing Rip Nugget.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other part. I don't even need to climb. I could just get on the back of Rip Nugget.
Underdark gorillas, fire.
So 2 goblins riding a giant spider, and then 3 gorillas come down.
I'm
a tunnel.
climbing normal.
You climbing normal?
I got magic elf bard powers. I can take
You're
care of
climbing
this.
normal, coward.
No hands normal.
Torg like runs, jumps over the side, and just grabs some spider legs.
See,
I'm just using my butt.
Oh my
if
god.
you're gonna do it, you gotta.
You gotta do it right.
You're gonna strain your eyes.
I don't
So-
have your eyes, dude.
So you guys find yourself at at this bottom of this gulch,
That's when I knew I hit bottom.
That's when the murders began.
and that's when the murdering began. Littered all amongst the bottom of this gulch is a bunch of dead giants, and they stink.
Wonder how we got there.
Yeah, it would have broke our fall. That would have been nice.
There you go.
What's
And,
our attention span like?
3 seconds.
About the same
And,
as
Like
there.
would we be like, where do these dead giants come from? Are we
Yeah.
that burnt from drugs?
So it would be a little tricky here because there's a bunch of different tunnels, but a couple things. There's only a couple that are big enough for a formarian to fit down, and you just follow the blood.
We're tracking him, right?
Blood
Yeah.
trail.
I feel
Yeah,
like he was
plus
bleeding pretty bad.
we track pretty good.
I rolled 75.
You
Whoa.
rolled 75. That was one more than me.
On
You-
what?
I rolled 74.
Even you would live.
Oh,
Even I would live.
Even you would live.
Until you hit the second time you bounce.
And that's not even this one, right? This would
'Cause you
only be
hit.
8d6.
You hit and then you bounce and then you hit again.
Oh, there you go.
You should forget about that.
So you guys begin
just
traveling down this passageway, and also, one of the things you notice is it's well worn, so you suspect that the formarians use this way often. There was like 2 other passageways that they would fit down, so this might be a route for them for somewhere else.
This is like a causeway kind
So
of thing.
I'm listening for water, looking for markings on the walls, and I'm literally going for whatever signs I can have that we've crossed into, what I would consider, they consider their territory.
If necessary, can you use that divinity thing to figure out where we would have to blow up this cave to block them out?
I can use that channel divinity. I can be proficient in any skill or tool set for 10 minutes.
Mm.
So technically, that would fall under, either knowledge nature or
Dungeoneering. What's dungeoneering now again?
knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature.
Just be knowledge of nature. So after a while, you start finding these like creepy wind
Just a thought.
chimes
Just a thought.
made of skeletons.
Hmm.
Like each one is clearly like a full body,
Ugh.
where they've just like taken and separated all the bones and just kind of.
So it's just like the
Struggle.
Goonies.
Well, I mean, at least they're
Yeah.
artsy, right? At least they're
kinda like-
crafty.
Yeah, they're kind of like irregular how they've been kind of stashed or whatever.
Is there like a Formorian Martha Stewart? Is that one of the ringleaders?
It might be. It might be.
That's a good thing.
Magvar Stalwart.
And you start to hear the sounds of running water, of metallic objects hitting stone.
All right, I'm gonna definitely be I think we're both gonna be sneaking ahead. I don't know if you can with Rip Nugget, but just because of his size.
Stealth mode.
But stealth mode for sure activated. I think we'll be like 60 feet ahead of the party.
His stealth is plus 13.
Yeah,
My stealth is plus 14.
yeah, he's pretty good.
He's way better than Relian.
That's true. So
He's
I guess all
wearing
3 of
half
us are gonna creep forward ahead of the party because we can all see in the dark.
You want
so.
us to roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Red is Rip Nugget, blue is me.
Yeah.
I got a 17, Rip Nugget got a 15.
33, like a ghost in the wind.
All right, so you guys stealth forward.
On your left sock.
Yeah, what are you guys
Vanished.
doing? Like they're going 60 feet ahead of you guys.
I'm like, yeah, left sock.
Are
That's your rap
we-
name. Left
Are
sock.
we waiting for them to report back,
Lisa
or
left
are we
side.
just allowing them to drift ahead? What was discussed before they?
We just ghosted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as normal, right?
I'm gonna
You
try
guys,
to creep forward with my.
you guys attempt to be quiet,
Save,
move
yeah.
slowly. We move faster than you while we're quiet.
Yeah,
I just move ahead.
Stealth of a 3.
I'm gonna.
Nice.
I'm gonna Tides of Chaos that.
So you
Booyah.
just
18
you just got your pots and pan out, and you're like clang, 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 clang,
with the
clang.
trolley.
I'm in half plate. It's disadvantage. I have a
17.
0 bonus.
You're a disadvantage.
I'm in half plate. That's
Yeah,
just what it
Amazing.
says.
heavy armor gives you disadvantage on
You're
stealth,
17.
Well, certain armors,
which is why I'm not wearing better armor, even though I could.
and this isn't heavy armor. This is medium.
I mean, heavier than leather, which is what everybody wears.
So
You have a 22 dex.
20.
Oh, fine.
I haven't decided what I want my 14th level to be, so I'm not using anything from it.
what were your stealth checks again?
33.
17, 15, 33.
Yeah.
17, 30, and 33.
17, 15, and 33.
17, 15.
15's the low.
Ted said it right.
Mm.
He just didn't hear me.
I like that he doubled it. I should have just let it stand.
Ted knows all the numbers.
He does know all the numbers.
I'm sorry. I could not.
No, that's fine. Somebody has to know. It's not gonna be me.
What?
All right, so you guys are creeping ahead.
Do the creep.
You're about, you're just about to where it looks like it's going to open up into somewhere larger.
Did you fail the roll? I mean, did you get the 15?
Yeah. No, Rip Nugget got the 15.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it was you, it's probably because you're giggling.
Sneak.
Rip Nugget and you can actually give me a saving throw.
Fuck. Red for Rip
Charisma
Nugget,
save.
blue for me. Charisma save? Oh, we're doomed.
Charisma.
So his is -1,
Mm-hmm.
and mine is 10.
I thought he can use your saves.
Can he?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he uses yours, but he gets like your proficiency bonus to saves or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he adds my proficiency bonus is 5, and his charisma is -3.
Oh.
So does he get a +2? So he's got a 4 then, I guess, and I've got a 10.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's better.
Well, at least we can sleep at night knowing this.
I like that he has sleight of hand +11.
Well, he's got all those legs.
You're not supposed to tell people that until you need to make the roll, Nicole.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Pickpocket spider.
He's just card tricks all day.
My favorite part is that
So
in my
takes
mind he's like an orb.
23.
In my mind he's like an orb weaver spider, but he's not. He's like a big old trapdoor wolf spider.
Yeah, he's a giant wolf spider. He takes 23.
23.
Dead.
And you also take 23. And you feel the weight of that horrible curse once again
No!
on both of you.
Gross. So, speed half.
And it's at that point that Pickle Deck. What's your passive?
Passive what?
Perception.
17.
17.
All right, you see that there's 2 enclosed kind of cut into either side of the passageway,
Oh, traps.
and you can see 2 of the formarians kind of hidden there right at the very edge of your vision.
Shit.
They clearly were able to see you guys.
We'll see
before
her.
you could see her before you can see them. Now, you have the drop on them. They don't they don't know you're there, but they look like they're getting ready to move back into the chamber, away from you guys.
Pew pew, pew pew.
Do we pew pew if they're about to back away?
Can you do any kind of like immobilizing?
None that I think would work.
And it's 2 of them.
I have a web bolt, but I mean it's not gonna hold giants.
I don't know. Last time you guys took out.
So we had the drop on them, not the other way around.
Yeah, that was not with me at a disadvantage. That was with me with advantage. Dave
And
learned
surprise.
that. Yeah, and surprise.
I feel like we should back out. If they're backing away, we should back away.
Okay.
Right?
They're going to be forewarned.
Mhm.
Or 2 warned. Since there's 2 of them. Awesome.
So I guess we run back to you.
I'm crying again and deformed, and so is my spider.
And moving slowly.
Yeah, we're moving real slow.
They got the drop on us. Somebody couldn't stop giggling.
I couldn't stop thinking about that fart monster.
You're not giggling now, are you?
No!
Red Nugget giggles.
I couldn't stop thinking about that
Oh, he's
shark
hideous
monster.
in all those legs.
So they know we're coming now, so I guess we can do whatever your plan was, which is to blast them all with, like, horrifyingly strong spells, right?
That's what Falcor likes to do.
Yeah?
So,
It's my forte, as they say.
remove curse. Pearl of power.
On
remove
both of us?
curse.
Thank you. Of course.
Okay. So you're here from beyond your sight. You guys are starting to hear commotion. Lots of it.
So can we set up an ambush? Can we?
Summon Earth Elemental wall off this chamber.
Summon an earth elemental.
You cannot ambush people that know you're there.
They know that somewhere out there's somebody. If you hide and you can set up an ambush, that's exactly how it works.
It's true.
I'm not going to hide because it's just not something I'm capable of doing. I mean, even if I did channel divinity to do that, which I actually think only works on tools, but... Oh, no, any proficiency. Skill or tool use.
So what are you guys doing? You're hearing a grinding sound now coming down.
Nope.
Can we get to one of their hidden alcoves?
I feel like we should just run back to our tunnel, honestly. And then hide there.
So go up.
Up the fissure?
No. But go to where we drop the corpses down.
Hide in the corpses.
Or go to where that split was. Right? Because then there's more room to like maneuver and stuff. And we could go down one of the other sideways.
Okay.
And hide. Like if we're going to try to ambush them at all, we can't do it in a tunnel like this. We have to go to where the crossroads is.
Alright, we'll meet them at the crossroads. Here we go.
Okay, so basically it was the gorge at the bottom
I'll
of
meet
the
you
gorge.
at the crossroads. I can't remember that song.
Bone Thugs
It's
and
So
Harmony.
it took you guys traveled for a little
Going for
while.
what?
Those Bone Thugs and Harmony.
See you on the other side. All I remember is boom, 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 boom.
And but you keep hearing this grinding sound.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's fun.
How good.
Like a
They're
sound
just-
of teenagers making out?
Yeah.
Very close, but
Is it somebody annoyed just grinding their teeth?
no, it sounds like stone on stone.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Alright, we're gonna keep going.
We're
right?
just sealing the
Nothing
entrance
to
so
see
we
here?
can't get to them.
Nothing to see here. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Grinding sound.
8320 range. Can we just go up to the fissure and
Send
shoot?
your owl ahead to see what it is.
It's not the worst idea.
Very willy-nilly with your owl.
It can't die.
It can die. It just gets better.
Yeah.
It dies and costs me 25 gold to come back. So
We
You could
just
summon a
got,
billion of them.
we just got 5,000 gold.
How many
So
owls
you
is
guys-
that?
They're past the hat around. We'll donate.
You guys are at the bottom of the gorge now.
can
Oh shit.
can I scout with the owl?
You send the owl. There's a huge, basically round ball of stone moving down the tunnel towards you guys.
Wow. So this tunnel isn't smooth though. It's like a natural cavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's there's a little bit of room. But
Are they
It's-
just trying to
it's-
block it off
sure.
so that we can't go down
No,
there
they're gonna
anymore?
roll it on us
Oh.
because it's the stone is the width of the hallway and there's no.
basically,
Yeah, but there's other hallways we can go down, and we can go up the fissure. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong.
That's why I wanted to be at the crossroads.
Let's split up. Everyone take a different direction.
Nothing
Nothing bad can
Wait a
happen.
minute. Let me see something here.
That was the last time I saw the party.
How far away is this boulder?
Coming up pretty quick.
Well,
I was telling you, Earth Elemental, then have it Earth stride right through the boulder and punch whoever's pushing the boulder in the face.
That's pretty good.
So,
I like that.
Wait. How far away is it?
it's worse stone. No, the Earth's elemental's worst nightmare. No, how far away is it?
Yeah.
It is. Well, it takes them a while, so it depends on when you scout it out.
Well, no,
Did you do that immediately? Did you guys go
once we got back to the fissure, that's when I did it.
That's when you did it. Okay. So the owl flies out 60 feet, 120 feet. Boom. That's when it spots it coming.
so it's
Alright,
rolling, actively rolling toward us now.
So it's 120 feet away. How far away is the split?
We just need a really good door jam.
It's not a split. It's a gorge with all kinds of tunnels all over the place, kind of off of it. But there's only two more that the formarians would actually fit through.
I mean, we could go through one of the smaller
Do I have a
ones.
minute?
Wait. So it's 120 feet away from us, right?
You know what I'm
I'm gonna
thinking?
cast animate object targeting the boulder.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna basically send it rolling back at
I love it.
Wait, what is Todd
So
gonna do
I
with his
can
minute?
animate up to a huge
Tiny hut.
How is it huge?
Yes!
It's probably.
Tiny hut.
Tiny
Okay.
hut.
Yeah. So
That is awesome, Ryan.
So it's rolling back. So what is its strength?
18.
Okay, so give me a strength check.
All right.
Oh no. It's not gonna be strong
All right.
enough.
So Tides of Chaos is gonna happen because I used the thing first.
Yeah. So
Dave, can
roll-
I be up the fissure a little bit on Rip Nugget, like out of sight of
73
any
or
giant that would
16?
come in?
Yes.
Like up around the.
But still within 80 feet, so I could still shoot.
Well, you're gonna want to be closer than that so you can see.
Yeah, definitely close than that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry.
Your dark vision is 60 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Either that.
I don't want to be very far.
What?
So I can either choose to regain 5 hit points at the start of each of my turns for the next minute, or something like random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours. I think I'll go with the hit points.
No.
But all right.
Who would you have poisoned? You should have poisoned
Well-
either me or Anthony because we.
Breathing.
I've-
Well, you would just be poisoned. You don't even get to save. You just have the poison condition.
Oh dang.
All right. So a check for the boulder.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
already poisoned right now. We're probably high as fuck.
All right. So I'm going to Tides of Chaos that just in case.
Okay.
Just in case that wasn't good enough. All right. I'm hoping that so it's an 18
So
strength.
the boulder is not moving one way or the other right now.
Okay, so it stopped.
It stopped.
So yeah, now it's going to start like an animated object can move itself, and so it's going to start moving at
On its own.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's stop them.
Good job.
Thank you.
What next? Do you have to concentrate to keep that way?
Tiny
Yes,
hut.
that is
Tiny
concentration.
hut.
All right.
Time to get into the tiny hut, guys.
Ted, what do you got for us?
Block the
Well,
hallway with it.
how many of these creatures are over there? Just one?
I have no idea what's on the
At
other
least
side of the boulder.
2.
I have a flying bird looking down above them.
No,
The-
you
the
don't. It's
ball
in the
goes-
tunnel.
The ball's filling the tunnel.
Yeah, you can't get past that.
Oh,
I'm gonna use infiltration.
There's a way past it. We would've just went over it.
expertise to pretend that I'm one of these mutated giants from another town,
You know what?
and I'm gonna
So-
spend weeks studying them,
Now that it's animated,
and then
can
I'm
you
gonna
polymorph
convince
it?
them
So
that
actually,
they should go
I
away.
think what I'm gonna do
but
with this
you're not
boulder
mutated anymore.
is have it just
I know.
stop. So this way, maybe they'll come and like check and inspect it, like figure out like why is it stopped, and then it's going to attack them.
Take them out.
The old boulder stop trick.
Yeah.
Her assassination disguise that she's been preparing for months, her alternate persona, is actually as a piercer. So she's
She's
got,
got
it
this
all.
big spike costume.
She's got it all set up. She could be disguised as stalactite.
You're gonna just do the side of the wall, though. Right?
Oh, that looks weird.
It's not aesthetically pleasing at
Side
all.
lactite. It's a side lagmite.
I like that. Yeah. It's a new alien species.
Catching on.
Alright, so
For some reason, it won't stop giggling.
It's a quivering side lag bite.
So yeah, it's basically the animated object's mental order is to attack when touched.
I've been preparing my costume as a fart monster. What is
Okay.
it called? A fart lump?
flump.
A flump. That's my
What are we gonna do in
infiltration
this
expertise,
situation,
a
Nicole?
flump.
What do you got?
You know
I
what?
was
Though?
just
Here's
gonna
the thing. Like,
climb up and then attack them when they came into sight. I was gonna start shooting them.
so here's the thing. This boulder takes up the whole circumference, so they can't do anything to us either.
Do
Like,
you
if
want to
we
be on the back
can't
of Rip Nugget too?
go in at
Up here?
them.
If you could summon the Earth Elemental and then lock this boulder into place, so we're actually just
You
wall
can't have
this
both.
thing off, but you can't do both at the same time.
Can't double concentrate.
Right. What were you saying?
Don't
Do you want to be on Rip Nugget
we
also?
have
We can
those
both attack from up
gems
here.
that allow that?
We summon all our little wondrous figures and have them hold the
Dave, isn't that what those crystals did?
They are whatever,
Not a bad
I
idea.
told you they are. You guys got them written down?
Oh, we have a bunch of figures of wondrous power?
No, that we
have,
had crystals that
No, we do.
had a variety of different effects, and thought one of them was allowed us to.
No, we have the little figures, little miniatures of ourselves.
No, not
Good
those.
for
No,
us.
that's something different.
We also have.
No, we do
Did you
have
get a
those,
crystal that will
right?
concentrate on a spell for you?
We also have little
I thought that's
kobolds that little kobold figures of us as kobolds.
Yeah.
Those are
I'm just-
tikis.
I'm just collecting images of myself.
I've got them as well. I've got
They're
the-
so good. Anthony should draw them all. I'll pay you $5 an hour. $25 an hour.
So down one of the other tunnels, one of the smaller
25 bucks an
tunnels,
image.
you're hearing noises of booted feet tromping.
Booted feet.
Booted feet tromping.
Those other guys
Yeah,
didn't
right.
have boots, did they?
No. And they wouldn't fit down this tunnel.
Can I send the owl to look you though?
Yes, you can. Give me initiative.
Shit.
What is your owl's dark vision to? It has dark vision, right?
It's an owl, so I would imagine so.
Dave. You can't keep that one. You haven't been keeping the ones that have been going out of there.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I rolled another one in the tray.
He's all over that.
Like, you can't keep that one.
You can't do that.
Sir, you can't park here.
Dark vision 120.
Okay, so it actually sees rows of two. They look like orcs, but they look kind of bigger and meaner,
Uh-oh.
tromping down the tunnel.
Oh, is this his relatives?
No, why would they be coming underground?
I don't know. Good
I
question.
heard there's a wedding somewhere, so we gotta find the groom.
We decided to go
It's
through the
kinda
Underdark
normal.
for no reason whatsoever.
IDK.
The groom
IDK.
kidnapping, it's a standard thing.
Groom nap.
So how long is the?
The line.
Yeah.
There is a line of at least 10 of them.
No, the Congo line.
It's not a Congo line. There's
Here's
two
what
by
we
two.
do.
So
2 by 2,
20.
So there's 20 of them.
Here's what we do. We climb back up the tunnel, and you all of a sudden make the boulder go the other direction and go attack the line of orcs. And then these two parties will fight each other.
You use not ventriloquism. What is it when you throw your voice?
Yeah, it's ventriloquism.
You use ventriloquism to from down the what are they called? The mutated things?
Formarians.
The Formian tunnel. Boy, orcs really smell bad, and then let go of that spell and push the rock down there, and then maybe they'll fight.
The orcs are their slaves.
Oh, they are their slaves?
No. They don't have a column of slaves that don't have any Formians watching over them.
They might.
That's what I would.
First of all, I don't think those are orcs.
They have ball gags. They have ball gags. That's the only way you know if they're
They're
slaves.
more likely Grimlocks or something.
Gimp locks.
What's a grimlock? Shut up. What's a
And
grimlock?
also, will the boulder fit down the tunnel that the orcs are coming from? Probably not, right?
No, it would stop the tunnel up.
I mean, it could potentially do that, but then we have the formarians to
Yeah, what would we rather fight?
the orcs.
An unknown number of
so
formarians
it
or
still
10
works. We climb up the tunnel a little bit, and then you animate this. I mean, you command the stone, the ball, to start going the direction they want it to go, and you have it go up to the chasm that we came down, and like block it from us coming down. But then but you wait so the two parties will run into each other. I think these parties don't like each other; are going to fight each other.
That's an awful lot of assumptions.
It's the Underdark. The Formarians don't like anybody, so I don't think I'm making a huge leap.
I'm thinking that these are their shock troops.
You think these are connected?
It seems too coincidental. that
Can
they
you
would
speak
be,
Orcish? Can you ask them?
Ba week run a wheat minibomb.
I can speak orc, but
Can you ask them? Oh, I also speak Orc.
I don't speak that filthy tongue.
Ironically, I don't speak Orc.
He only speaks the language of love.
I was just gonna say, add in the language of love on there. You're fluent in it, Anthony.
Well, that's the best idea I got. This is a horrible situation for us. So
Yeah, this is worst case scenario. Yeah, so kind of the Rolling Stone is.
we can also go down one of the other pathways.
Find another bad guy to.
We can go down the
Yeah, I
other
don't think
pathway
that's a
and
good
then have
idea.
the stone block that, so both parties can't get to us.
I mean, I have a thing that will be probably pretty effective.
All right, well, I'm gonna stay up here. You guys do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll
So
come
the-
up. Tiny hut.
All
Tiny
right.
hut!
Hut. So the orcs are closing.
They are. They're off. They're off a little ways, but yeah, they'll
Right.
be here in a couple rounds.
All right.
Set up some kind of trap for them.
So I could do a firestorm. I could do a blade barrier. Any spell that I do is going to be less healing that can be done.
What up?
Just waiting to see what you guys do.
I got a firestorm.
I'm just gonna shoot a rain of arrows on
That's not
whoever
what
the
I'm doing.
fuck comes close to me.
Sounds like
Can you
a.
just make a web with your spider? Just keep making web after web.
They'll
So,
never get to me.
We'll never
The
get
animated thing, like, how do you? Is that telepathic?
Right. So that mentally command it. Yep.
What is there a range on that?
500 feet. So.
Okay, yeah, you got a good distance on that. So, was the command once someone touches it to attack?
Mhm.
Okay, so what does it do for an attack?
So it's gonna basically do like a slam attack, and it's a +8 to hit, and does 2d12 plus 4 damage.
Okay, so it can make an attack. I take it that's something that lasts a minute.
Yeah, it's a minute. All right, 2d12, d12s. All right, so 11 points. It's not super impressive, but 11 points.
Okay, so here here's some grunts come down from down the tunnel. Make a strength check.
It's gonna make a strength.
Yes.
All right, so that's, what does it have, an 18 strength, so plus
Alright,
4, 10.
So it's starting to be pushed.
How about we go back up? You animate the rock all the way up, and then you can drop it on it.
Good idea. Gasp.
Speed is 30.
I don't think the rocket can climb.
It's just got to
Rocks
go in a
don't have-
circle really fast.
How
Rocks
does it-
don't have a climb speed?
How does it move, period? Come on now.
Well, it rolls.
Using what? Muscles? What?
He's not wrong, because if you animated some like thing that you would vaguely describe as flying, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, it flies." It's like, nah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I remember at one point we determined that the best thing you could animate had like one wheel and two wings, because it meant that it had like a super fast speed and fly. And it was like, just make a bunch of these weird little ornithopters and animate them all.
So did you pull your owl back right away? Okay. What do you guys do?
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think there's anything good we can do here.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to shoot.
Yeah, when they, like, essentially, is there like a place that I can,
Dropping
like,
giant rock
pop
on bad guy seems like a good idea to me.
just in front of them, cast a spell, and then go to the other side of them where I pop out of, basically?
For where the orcs are coming from?
Yeah.
From the pile of
you'd be able to
corpses.
do that.
Yeah, that's what I would. That's how
They're
I
up
position-
top. They're 100 feet in
That's
the air.
that's how I position myself.
No, the corpses are down the tunnel, at the bottom of this tunnel.
Oh, those yeah, that's right. You guys throw them down.
Can
I say we make a little fortress out of corpses.
these
This
things-
will be the last stand.
A corptress?
Corpses.
no one likes to drop
So,
a rock on them, I
what
do.
range are you looking for?
That's an interesting question.
So do you guys want a blade barrier or do you want a heal spell?
Oh, blade barrier for sure.
As soon as the front of the column of orcs is at 90 feet, I'm just gonna blade
I
barrier.
cannot see that.
The owl is here. If it can see
Okay, I see
20
what you're
feet
saying.
away,
Yeah.
You can see. You can cast through the owl.
yeah, I can see through the.
You should wait till they're closer. You can catch them in the middle of it. You don't want to let them back up.
All right, so
Right.
I have a 60-foot cone.
I'm here.
So
As soon as
whenever,
they're 90 feet away, blade barrier going that way.
Oh, you're centering on them.
All right.
Right.
Well, before you do that, he shoots a blade barrier down the tunnel.
Okay.
Is that okay? Did you guys communicate about that to each other?
Not very well.
Everybody throw stuff down the hole.
So deck save.
Well, I figure they'll be rushing toward us, and then I'll just.
Yeah. So roll your damage. Here we go with the body parts once again.
Oh shit. That sound we heard earlier was a chainsaw.
So 45.
Okay. Hold that number for me, please.
Hold it.
Hold it. Meaning, just remember it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I said there were 20 of them.
And what is your DC?
15.
15 dex.
Those are the 10 behind the 10 you saw.
So clearly I went with the long version.
Yeah, I kind of assumed as much. All right. So. Ten of them are just obliterated.
They had less than 45 hit points?
I guess. Like, I don't know why you're looking at me.
I'm like, Ted, what's going on?
So what happens when they pass their saving throw?
Half damage.
I don't understand that part. Like, are they? Does it push them? Does it move them?
When a creature enters the wall for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Failed save, the creature takes 6d10 slashing damage.
Okay. So
Gooey.
that happens. How long is the wall?
100 feet.
You did you do? You'd have to do double, so it'd be 50. Right? If you're trying to fill the hall,
Yeah.
so it'd be 50.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So you just hear screams come from down the hall, and if you're looking through the eye, the owl's eyes, you just see body parts flying,
It's
and
under
blood
there.
flying, and you probably can't really make out much of anything because it's just gore and blood everywhere.
There's no academia there at all.
No, there's not. And then it's their turn. They would make saving throws again, but it doesn't matter if they pass or not. So there's now the only sound coming from that hall is the blade barrier.
Burning blades.
I got rid of
shit.
one threat.
I hope that was a threat.
They were
I hope you
escaping.
didn't just kill friendlies.
They were not friendlies.
There was goat horns on them.
No, I guess I'm not married anymore. That's one way to get a divorce. Oh,
You're
That
funny.
was the family coming? That's what it was. You're saying?
You're funny.
No, they had malicious intent. They were evil.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Odd.
Save it
All
for
right.
the inquest.
next up is how do we deal with formarians behind a boulder?
It's a good question.
An undetermined number.
You can.
If they push this boulder into the cross section of the, so here's how I'm imagining this.
It's a gorge,
It's a gorge.
right? And it's kind of shaped.
Sorry, a gorge doesn't make any sense to be underground. Everything's a gorge.
Well, no, because there's enough top, right?
So our hole
Yeah.
from above fell into a gorge, and at the top of it there's a lip, and then tunnels going off the lip. Is that what you're saying?
No, the tunnels are going at the bottom here. They're coming off of the bottom.
So there's something up at the top of the gorge.
No, the top of the gorge is where you guys came through originally.
That's
where
the
purple
fissure.
glow is.
That's the fissure.
Fissure. Yep. Bottom.
Okay.
So the bottom. You guys are at the bottom of the fissure.
All right. So the
All right.
fissure is what you're saying is the fissure is basically shaped like that, right?
22 points, AC 20, or 22 points, AC 22, and 21 points.
Okay. So more grunting. Give me a strength check.
The reason I said that thing about 45 hit points was because I thought you attacked
Nope.
the formarians.
No.
Formarians. Formarians?
No, I assumed that getting rid of the.
No, I realize that now.
Oh, if I didn't have to concentrate, that would be...
Now that I heard the wedding
On the
gifts
bar.
flying everywhere.
So we could
I
just
knew what
let
you were
them.
attacking.
I mean, now we know this rock's coming here. Presumably, this room is bigger than the rock. We just let them get the rock into the room, and then once it's out of the way, we can actually fight the formarians.
No worries.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Okay.
They're two of them. You see two of them like pushing against the rock, and they're like all banged up and kind of bruised from the rock slamming into them.
Sweet, they're fatigued. This will be easy.
And they're like pushing the rock off to the side. There's definitely more coming behind them.
So Dave, she was hiding up the tunnel.
Yes.
We can't both fight from the back of her mount, really. So I am going to be hidden
When
in the corpses.
the boulder comes through, you said it's 10 foot wide.
Yes.
We should just make you
How many can I
shoes out
see?
of web, and you can walk around on the wall.
You're looking through the
No,
half.
I just
yeah.
should have my flying bro.
You see
I
half
know,
a
but you
dozen.
lent it to
Half a
your
dozen?
fiance.
I know.
I like seeing the minis so I can actually count. How far back does that go? Does that go? Do they stretch more than 100 feet?
No.
Okay. So as soon as I can have an action, let me know.
All right, roll initiative. I guess we might as well go into initiative now.
Rip Nugget goes at my initiative, correct?
Yes.
I'm going at a 9, Dave.
Boo.
11.
What you booing at, boo-boo?
We both rolled bad initiative, but mostly you rolled bad initiative, which is important that you get a bit.
I don't think there would be a surprise round. So
I mean, I can re-roll if you
No,
want.
no, no.
I
But
mean,
if she
I
goes
have a-
first before they.
So
have
we
a
got
round,
9, 10, 11.
I have
think
one left.
13. 13.
I have one left. Do you want me to use it?
I got a 12.
12. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Interesting.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
So where is everyone positioned? Or do you want to put out minis?
I'm up the fissure.
You got the minis. We got them.
Minis while you got them.
do we have anything that represents the horrific
Boulder.
bodies?
This is me for now, Ted, because I'm up on.
Why are we going to even say that?
Where's my mini?
Your mini's in there. I don't own your mini.
Oh.
I own mine because Finn bought it for me, remember?
Hmm.
Because I love Rip Nugget so much and tried to steal it from Barry.
This is an awesome name.
He's amazing, right?
It actually says War Chief Rip Nugget.
Yeah. Barry had like cases and cases and cases of minis, and that was my favorite one of all the minis he had.
I'm gonna have to acquire one of them.
Yeah, I played the
Steal
Pathfinder
hers.
game and that came out and I said, Rip Nugget, what?
Yeah, when the Pathfinder game, I was literally just talking about that because when the Pathfinder game came out, we were staying with our friend Alex in Seattle at a PAX, and I was like going through the cards, and I was like, Rip Nugget has his own card. Rip Nugget has his own song. I was like freaking out.
Oh shit!
Oh crap!
This is them coming out of the tunnels.
They brought a cape for me.
They're real big.
Ah, and they have centaurs.
Centaur trolls.
Centrals. Did I beat you to it? I'm sorry.
No, you beat me to it.
I like those giant skeletons. I've always hated that trident.
Do we have a boulder representation?
We need.
The boulder's 4 across because it's 2 dudes across.
Yeah.
Why am I in front? You guys all take a step back?
We were all like 1, 2, 3.
Boulder.
It's gotta be bigger than that.
He's got something.
House full of minis. No way
Here,
to
I got something.
represent a
Here,
ball.
I got something.
Maybe we don't have that platform with the belay anymore. You just ride right out of here.
Oh my god, Dave. What is that?
Homemade death tyrant.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's like 70% of a death tyrant. It is in the works.
No, that wasn't in the works. That was. I mean, I wanted to like put an LED in there, and I just never figured out how.
Alright.
So
You going first, Ry?
Well, so I'm at a 13. I don't know where everybody else is. But I'm kind of also just kind
Did
of
they push that out of the way yet or no?
Well, that's about to happen.
Okay.
there's piece of giant that I'm behind.
There you go.
Piece of giant.
Yeah, Anthony's.
Well, I
Anthony's,
wanted some kind of representation of.
Anthony's also behind a giant corpse, right?
I am hiding in amongst them. Yes.
And that we're backed up pretty much to the fissure.
Can I also have a piece of giant corpse?
Can you please also put a giant corpse in front of me?
I would like one giant corpse, please.
Many, many giant corpses, please.
We're backed up to the base of the fissure, right? Pretty much so. Up is the. We have an avenue up.
You're up, right?
Yeah, she's up in the fissure.
She's up the tunnel, yes.
I'm up.
Needs the tables.
Up.
No, for her.
I wish we had some candy.
I wish we had some popsicles right now.
Oh man, that'd be the best. Popsicles.
Yeah, can you turn the pizza oven off down here?
Yeah. When you say turn it up,
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Are you behind here, the wall of bodies, or are you out in front?
I'm definitely not out in front.
We got enough. You're good.
You don't have to keep going.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't have
that's
to.
enough.
You
We
can
got.
stop now.
Yeah, we got enough.
Any day now. Ooh. I like
What's
that
that stubby looking angel?
This is a gorilla.
A gorilla with wings.
I love it.
This is from some Pathfinder weirdness also.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
you have a couple of them.
It's like
Sweet.
it's like evolved flying monkey.
Oh, that's a good one too.
There's definitely some good
The
ones.
warthog troll.
They have a word.
And so he's got more minis out there, just in case.
So we're
he's-
fighting the entire village? Is that what I'm hearing?
He's tired of us killing and not getting killed
Oh
back.
fuck! What the fuck is that?
Demons, they gated in.
They've gated in the demons.
Is this another tunnel?
It is one of the other tunnels, yes.
You know, I think we
I
should
thought only
fight
one
from
tunnel
the
was
top.
big enough.
There was 3 tunnels that were big enough.
I thought there were only 3 tunnels and only one of them was big enough.
I think we should.
One of them had the blood markings in where you tracked.
I think we should retreat and fight from the top of the fissure. Should shoot down.
I think we should wake up from this horrible nightmare we're having
Mm.
at the same time.
Yeah,
I think our spellcasters are going to summon up a spell to solve all this.
No
I'll
pressure,
take a nap.
guys.
I can do some damage. But
So, initiative 14. This gets rolled out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Good, they're still there.
Ryan.
So.
That'd be hilarious if they push the boulder too hard and it blocked off the other guys.
Oops.
Is it still animated?
It still is. Hey, wait, can I take attacks of opportunity?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
That's why they're not going too close.
It's dangerous.
What are they? Oh, they're smart all of a sudden. They wear loincloths and eat everyone around. Come on.
Are you judging them merely because they wear loincloths?
Body
Yes.
shaming them.
I am body shaming.
Where did the orcs come from? Are they all...
Probably that way.
The orcs came out of a side tunnel over here.
Okay.
How did we get here right as 14 things were showing up?
How did we get to this place?
Letting the days go by.
This is their beautiful house.
This is not my beautiful house.
Your boulder could probably take like 1 attack of opportunity.
Sweet.
Attack that fat weird angel thing.
Yeah. So,
Not
that's
the flying monkey gorilla things.
AC 14.
Gorilla angels.
No hit.
Thank you.
Sweet.
I was waiting for you to say that.
All right, somebody's
What are you
going to
thinking?
take
I was
12,
like, this is on Todd.
16 points.
Okay.
Okay.
12
Todd's got
times 150 hit points.
149.
Close enough.
I was given permission to look, so.
this.
You were what?
149 hit
You
points.
gave me permission to.
Oh, what? Yeah.
12 times 149. Hold up. Hold up. I need my calculator.
So, are
That's
any
it.
of you
Only
hidden?
1,788 hit points. I tried to hide.
Did you two hide?
I tried to hide, yes.
Okay.
Can I roll it?
Yeah, roll it up.
I should.
27.
24.
Okay. They're not going to see you guys.
Sweet, excellent news.
That's
Smithers.
good and it's bad.
Oh God.
Bad for us because we all get all the attacks on us, right?
Pretty much.
Yes. So that means 3 on each of you.
Anthony, did you make your hide?
Yeah, you guys totally.
That means 4 on each of them.
Tiny hut.
There's only 3 of them, and there's
Why
12.
would you-
Oh yeah, I miscounted wrong by 1.
Mismatch.
Well, I was actually going to test, so
Sorry.
that's 4 on each of them.
Ma-
So
Sorry.
4 charisma saving throws.
Oh fuck, guys!
The
I'm
first
sorry.
one being the most important.
Alright. First one's for all the marbles, huh?
So this is.
I'm going to
Tides
do.
of Chaos.
I'm gonna Tides of Chaos.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm good. Alright.
DC 14.
So 17 on my first one.
Okay.
21.
Does the order matter on the
No.
sequential ones?
25.
I'm good.
22.
Okay,
Roll
so
12 on the first one.
Oh, Jesus.
12 on the first one? Okay.
Is this a charm thing, though?
This is
it
the
is not a
thing-
charm.
No, this is
It's
the
a
thing
curse.
to
That's
deform
cursed,
you.
so-
I will bend luck for you. So I'll spend 2 points, roll a d10.
Todd?
1.
Oh, that's the worst. Todd.
It's your
Todd,
die.
you disappoint me. You disappoint me immensely.
You disappoint me in ways I cannot even begin
Literally
to.
the only number on that die that you could have rolled.
There was a girl at PAX who rolled her dice like this. It was so adorable. She was playing Laser Riders. She was one night like this. Every time she was like
Was she
she
like
thought,
a little kid?
no,
Oh.
she was a small, adorable Asian woman. She was just like. There was
So-
also a little kid who was trying to roll like 3 normal sized dice,
Yeah.
and
So
it
I
looked like
think-
me playing King of Tokyo.
I think this is gonna be
Wait,
a
wait,
win
send
here.
rolls. He's like, yeah, he's like this. He has to make the
We're-
sound.
we're-
If he
we're
doesn't make the
slaves.
sound, he doesn't do it.
You're slaves.
No, we're about to be slaves. Each of us are about to take 24 die 8 damage.
Well, not us.
The three
The
of
3
us
of you, yes.
are about to.
Will avenge your death.
No, they'll
So-
take us as slaves.
Question. Do you want me to roll it all at once or do it individually?
I'll take it all.
All at once. What's the difference? They're not going to stop
Alright.
doing it.
So for you guys, you both took half damage anyway, so
So did I.
that's just you guys.
Oh, okay.
Not Todd.
Not Todd. Todd, I don't know if you rolled
24
once.
d8 damage.
How bad could this really be?
Yo.
I mean, it's going to hurt a lot. I'm not...
I'm gonna die of old age just before. we
Honestly,
get
that's
down.
not nearly as bad as just the amount of
I'm a
meat in
half-elf.
front of us. Right? Like...
Did you roll your other saves?
What was it?
There's the
So
one
they don't
save
have
and
to be
there's another 3.
adjacent
No, I didn't bother
to
with
do
those.
this attack.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck
So that sucked,
you.
too.
This is like a cone.
60 feet.
Jesus fucking
Pass one.
fuck.
All right. We got the big guns. Got to bring out the big guns.
There's not guns big enough for this. Like, we need to. If we survive it, just get out.
And they all beat us. Jeez.
You guys sucked at initiative.
Guess so.
And no, I didn't roll them individually.
No, I mean, just in general, they were.
I mean, our
Better than
highest
every one
initiative
of
was
us.
13, Todd.
You each take 60.
We're really
after it's
bad.
halved.
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm down then.
Well, I did them
Are you? No,
at
you're
once
not.
because.
I don't know, 108 hit points.
Oh, it's 60 after half, so you took 120?
Yeah.
So you roll, but you have to roll 4 saving throws.
Yeah, I made one.
Okay. All right. So for you,
I mean,
Made
there's
one.
like probably, even if you assume the number of dice, and if they all roll a 1, what would that be? Like, I mean, if they were all 1s and you'd still put them down,
25.
there's no point in
So
rolling.
I'm just going to add 12 to this number.
Oh yeah, add more. He really wants to kill us. I can feel it.
He's really mad that we killed those guys really fast.
Yeah, I say he's up in it. He's like, I gotta get you.
You will avenge us.
Honestly, I didn't think you'd fight them in their lair and stuff.
Have you met us?
didn't think it was big of a war party. Like 6 of them, I thought like, okay, yeah, and then you pull out another 6, and I'm like, all right, well, we apparently made the wrong decision here.
You know,
No, when you go to their house, that's not a war party.
That's a house.
They live really close
got
to us.
to their house. Like we were on a scouting mission.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to their house.
They live
We
really
had
close
to.
to town.
There's nothing wrong with the scouting. We had to scout to find out if there was a whole village of them, if there was a couple. The fact that we blew the scout and then they all came after us was a different thing.
It's my fault. I blew my stealth
So
check.
is it, he failed saves and got an 83.
Yes, they were low on that one.
Ugh.
Are you down?
No. I'm up.
Hey guys, look on the bright side. I have 12 hit points.
That is a bright
So the
side.
question is,
I've
all
rolled
right,
25 hit points.
13. You're up.
13. So that's me.
Okay.
Keep healing them so ourselves till they get tired.
So, are we? We're gonna basically try to run for the hills. Is that
If there's a way to get out, we need to get out.
Okay.
It's our new motto. Retreat.
We can't take that because that's not a once a day power. They can just keep doing that over and over again.
Well, no, they get the one really bad thing once per day.
The curse part.
Yeah.
Right, but the damage is the
damage
bad
is the
part.
same.
The 68 they can do over
Oh, so
and
my
over.
mom is shaping now too.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Master.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to live like this.
so what can we do here? You can dimension door.
Mm-hmm. I can take somebody with me.
How far is your dimension door?
500 feet. Put them back up at the top with
Yeah,
somebody else.
Is it 500?
please.
I don't think it's 500.
You can polymorph 2 people.
Yeah, I can polymorph 2 people, but if he's already got 2 people moving, then that'll be that.
And Nicole can climb up the
I can
thing
climb up.
faster than...
Do you need an
Dimension
extra?
He
door.
needs it, yeah.
I would need to get out of here, yeah. I don't have my
200?
Okay.
500 feet.
Is it
All right,
500?
that's funny. Yeah,
Alright.
the broom is not present. So I can turn us both into bats because the dark would adversely affect me anyway.
When you
Sweet.
sent her off with the broom, I was like, yes.
Alright, well, on the
That
way
item
out-
you should have never given me.
On the way out, I'm gonna have the
I would
basically
take
the
you then.
animated.
By
rock.
the way, take inspiration for sending them.
I was
Like,
just
that
gonna
was
say, take
brilliant.
inspiration. That was really
So
nice
what
and
initiative do
sweet
you
and
go
smart.
What initiative do you go
10.
at? 10?
Yeah. So
You gotta give him one, Dave. Take one off the table.
yeah.
That's alright. I'm back to 2 the way I was.
So 13 points from animated rock,
Okay.
and then they can take their attacks of opportunity because the rock, it smells what it's cooking, so it's gonna kind of move the block,
Okay.
and then polymorph us both into bats, and I'm gonna fly away.
So.
All right. Well, and the rock's just a rock now, so.
No, I'm still concentrating. Oh wait, you know what?
You
I would
can-
have to make my checks, I guess, for the concentration.
Well, yeah.
So
But not
80
only that,
something
if you
damage.
polymorph, is that concentration as well?
Yeah, you're right.
So.
All right, so yeah, rock move.
I'm pretty sure you would have lost concentration on the rock anyway from the damage, so...
So who's after Ryan?
No,
Ted?
you took like
80 damage. 12 is next.
And then 11, 10, 9?
I'm
Yeah,
11,
10
he's
as well.
10.
Alright, so you guys all do your thing and then I run up the wall.
Alright, so I'm not going to bother rolling it, but I'm going to firestorm throughout this area and
Okay.
we dimension door.
Yep, that'd be me.
I'm gonna fly away. Fly up that tunnel.
I'm gonna run up the tunnel on Rip Nugget.
Okay. So there's a lot of grunting and hooting and howling and war cries as you guys flee.
Tactical retreat.
Pretty tactical.
I'll wish that the flump was here to spray shit all over them.
Once we get to the top,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna turn back into a... I can stop this spell, right?
I can.
All I gotta do is like take a point of damage, right?
No, you
I just run into a wall. Bang!
You have the hit points of a giant bat. I could dismiss it. Yeah.
Okay, so dismiss it, and then we look to see if anyone, if they're climbing up the tunnel.
They're not.
I will keep
You
watch
totally
to make sure that
fucking
they...
wrecked their scouting party. They're not going to go running willy-nilly towards you guys.
You put a fire down there, we should dump gasoline on them.
Can we have some jugs of kerosene?
Just saying.
I think
So
you
what
should
do you
sweep
need to
all
do?
the dust from all the myconids.
What,
Into
Oh
the
yeah,
crevice
get them
every
fucked up
day.
as hell.
what is the shape earth and stone? Whatever happened to that spell?
Shape Earth and Stone. I get an Earth Elemental that is a concentration spell.
But what's the one that lets you just change rocks and like create tunnels and
It's
stuff?
like Wall of Stone and
I
stuff.
have Wall of Stone.
So there's no more just.
There's no earth to mud, mud to earth.
I mean, I'm a sorcerer. I get a very limited selection.
I'm not saying you
Yeah.
in particular. I'm just
Yeah.
saying in general, those spells don't exist anymore, or
There's probably like a transmute rock or something like that.
okay. Because I was gonna say we should, if our intent is not clearly there's way more of them down here than we can deal with. So we need to wall
Absolutely,
this chasm off at least. If the Myconid had said that this is a problem for them and the way they deal with it is by walling them off.
Bless you.
These things don't dig through the walls, so.
I mean, we saw it digging through the
kind of ripped them open.
opening,
Like,
yeah.
like my Wall of Stone.
Right, but if you put a
wouldn't
5-foot thick barrier of straight stone, one big rock in front, they're not gonna dig their way through it.
We should put something over the fissure. How wide is the fissure?
So one of the things to consider is by you guys going to them and them becoming aware of you, and you had already let one get away. They had the tactical advantage of knowing the layout of the land,
Right.
and they used that. But as soon as they lost that tactical advantage, they did not pursue you guys.
Okay.
And it's easy to surmise they did not care about their slaves that they had sent ahead of them.
Dang it, those were slaves.
They were clearly sent out to flush out whatever was coming, like a blade barrier. Which they may try to encourage an incursion into Griffingeth, maybe not, but they definitely seemed wary once they lost their tactical advantage. And the one came back with the tales how you guys just totally destroyed like 6 of them. Before they even know what was going on.
Well,
Yeah.
we should at least make the town aware that.
Yeah, but then stop them from coming after us instead of running the other way. So that makes me think they're just going to regroup.
They're giants. I mean, yeah.
If we could wreck 6 of them, then they send 12. That makes a lot of sense.
And 20 great orcs.
yeah.
What's a great orc?
You'll never know.
Better than a so-so orc.
20 great kobolds.
That's
Dire.
just 20 kobolds under a trench coat.
Dire kobolds.
Well, I still feel like we should endeavor to wall off this opening.
Cause an avalanche something.
Yeah, I agree.
No, we don't need to collapse the town in on it, but we should definitely put something very big and very heavy.
Set up
filling
traps,
this-
maybe
this
also.
chasm.
A lid on the fissure.
Right, more than the lid.
Like
I don't know.
molten
You
metal
got a dungeon
poured into
being
it.
Built. You could put like traps.
Can we-
Some of that ingenuity over this
Can
way.
we get a dwarf to come in here and examine this? Is that
Yeah,
we got a
let's-
bunch of
dwarf
migrant
allies, right?
workers
The
here.
town's
Got nothing to do. We got lots of money.
Sure, we'd be fueling the economy.
We can put rims on whatever we're building.
Let's put rims on this dungeon.
Spinning. Yeah,
Spinners.
so? Can we offer any kind of consult in this area? Like, what can we do to plug this up? Or
So it's like it's like 60 feet long, and it's probably about 20 feet wide at its widest, and then it kind of like bell shapes out. So he's like, I don't know, we can try and build a floor or something.
well, what could we build it out of? Like,
Or we could just start collapsing stuff in. Well, you got to be a little careful about that. I don't know what's up above.
well, that's the real crux of it.
I mean, you could try walling up the individual passages.
I don't think that's gonna last. We want to make it hard for them to climb up, right? So if we
Yeah.
put something above them, it's gonna be very hard for them to dig up through it, as opposed to putting a wall and the causeways, which they might have to get through to survive,
Right.
and it's a lot easier for them to go sideways through something.
Make it inconvenient.
So how far back did those tunnels go?
The tunnel where you actually
When
started-
Where we got
down into
attacked?
the fissure,
Mhm.
how far back did we travel in those tunnels until we met what was considered their territory?
hours.
So
Oh.
could we collapse the openings into the fissure?
Yeah, you could.
I'm afraid about collapsing anything in underneath Mom's house.
How far
That's
are
why
we
I'm
from-
afraid of any kind of collapse plan.
How far away are we from Mom's house right now where we are? Like, are we
You
straight
do
down?
have
You gotta-
stone. That can be made
We've
permanent.
had to
Yeah,
consult
yeah,
from the dwarves about collapsing it. So they can tell you
Just
how
make
to
them
do it.
overflow.
The
do
dwarf was the one that
Steve.
said if we collapse it, we
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
drop.
what's
Just
above
drop
it.
them down and just fill it.
Yeah,
Well,
we
so
apparently
you
got
can
some
make-
weak ass dwarves
So,
here with their
yeah,
stonecraft
like,
sucks.
I could basically so I have a staff that essentially once or twice a day I could do wall of stone and maybe crisscross and layer them because you can make bridges and things like that
Okay.
across chasms. So I could just make these little 6-inch thick strips of stone, basically weave them.
So it's like a cage.
Like
Create
lattice work?
Wall of
create
stone's
this-
permanent.
Yeah, when you concentrate on it. So create these little lattice work things of they can't get through.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say create your earth elemental and have him literally go find big rocks from other places and just put him in this place because he can go through stone.
Yeah, could do the lattice thing though.
Or just boil buckets of tar and dump it down there.
So you could definitely do something. You guys are aware of it. Alarm is a ritual, low-level spell that could probably be used. Or, more powerful spells like guards and wards possibly.
I have alarm. I don't know about guards and wards.
I say, if we can't wall it up completely, we definitely super trap it with a bunch of really embarrassing slime traps and stuff.
Summon that flump back and
You
just
know what I
collect his
mean?
shit.
You're trying to climb this thing, sprayed with grease,
Sprayed with flump
What
flump
is the
diarrhea.
what is
and then
the wall,
and
what
then
is the wall stone?
sparkles,
What is the area?
glitter, get glitter
How
bombed.
big? Well, I mean, that hole, the fissure isn't that big, right?
It's 60 feet by 20 at the west.
This is 120
Wall of
square feet.
Stone
Oh, yeah.
is 6 inches thick and composed of 10 foot by 10 foot panels. Alternatively, you can create 10 foot by 20 foot panels that are only 3 inches thick.
Yeah, so you could definitely layer two of them on top and make a foot of stone.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
I would put that as far down as you can, and then we can layer stuff on top of it.
I mean, the other thing is here, once we get into this sort of taking a long time, we have all the resources of the rest of the town.
Yeah, that's
It's in everybody's interest to fix this. So we can ask Analaslar for any kind of ritual help or any kind of, maybe they can figure out some way to empower your wall of stone or whatever.
Ask him often and first.
I mean, once we engage the town in solving it, it shouldn't be that hard to solve this. If all our solution is just literally fill this hole.
Just have everybody bring 5 rocks.
Yeah, everyone in the town.
Everybody in the whole town bring 5
Everyone
rocks.
fill your pockets with pebbles and come.
Yeah, let's go.
Remember that pool
Reverse
we ran
shell
into?
Like
With
the
all
Ramayan.
piranhas in them?
The what?
Remember that pool with all the piranhas?
Oh yeah, I
Hey,
remember that.
Bring that here.
I was the king piranha first man of time.
I mean, also, we could ask Murphy.
Yeah.
Right?
No, the other
He's
thing.
giant and could move stuff.
Well, he has his entropy beam eye.
Yeah. I don't know how that doesn't really help us with the rocks, but
I mean, he can shoot it at the rocks and then collapse the ceiling.
because he's going to make the rocks really old.
Well, either way, right now you're able to put a foot of stone across the opening.
So I can do a glyph of warding on these layers as well.
What do these things eat?
People.
Okay. I hope the answer wasn't slightly magical glowing purple rocks growing out of caves and that we were cutting off their only food
They're like
supply.
giant doozers, giant mutated doozers.
I mean, the other thing to consider here is, this is really bad. Those are bad things. They're enslaving people and eating people. Do we want to just wall them off, or do we want to try to take these
We
people
can't.
out?
We saw what
We
happened.
fucked up, but that doesn't mean we couldn't come back and try again.
What did we do this time?
I fucked up my stealth check and got shot.
Right.
By
She
one
got
of those
caught by
toads
the
instantly.
guards.
I say we need an entropy
And
bomb.
the guards then went back and got the rest of the village.
Poor Miss
That's why I
Murphy.
answered everything.
So what we could have done different is
The
take
only
out
way
the
to be
guards
sure.
and then scouted the town. Basically, we got the whole we botched the entire thing.
So it's your fault.
I should say
My
we
fault?
reroute all the town sewage to this hole.
There you go.
They're not going to want to come up.
Just not gonna like it.
Yes.
I need to level to the point where I can get delayed blast fireball, and then we just do the Bugs Bunny thing of you over here. You guys could dress up like a giant female formarian, big puppet structure sort of thing.
Like, hey girl, hey.
Yeah, and then I can drop a massive
Deuce?
delayed blast fireball on them. Deuce. One or
Delayed
the other.
fireball, of course. That's what we were just talking about.
Delayed deuce.
Delayed deuce.
Other things we
fireball.
could do is try to get protection from their just psychic attacks in some way. Right, we could figure out some way of protecting ourselves from their psychic attack.
Get our town medals enchanted.
Because that's,
Get tinfoil hats.
I mean, they're a nasty giant, but getting slammed with 30 damage of psychic attack as a bonus action from each one of these guys.
I mean, being at disadvantage forever.
I mean, even if you didn't get from the mutation.
And the disadvantage.
Oh, by the way, right now, Torg is very fugly.
Torg, are you uglier than usual?
No.
Thanks for noticing.
Sorry, I didn't instantly fix that.
So,
That's all right. I'm also bleeding profusely. So out of the two things, I think I'm more worried about that.